are you going to school now?
I'm going to Masterman High School.
And how long you've been going there? What year are you now?
I'm in ninth grade, and I've been going since sixth grade, so that would be, what,
You're in your
5
fourth,
years?
Yeah, your fourth year. Yeah.
4 years? Yeah.
How did you discover theater?
Well, I've always been interested in acting, and I took a few acting classes when I was in maybe fourth, fifth grade, and I got into acting a lot. But then young playwrights came to my school when I was in sixth grade, and by chance I got to do a workshop with them, and I was hooked ever since.
What's your favorite thing that you've ever written?
I really like what I'm working on right now. I don't know how much, I go back and forth between whether I really like it or really don't like it, but I'm really proud of a lot of the essays I've written for school, and I just wrote one on Jane Austen, and I love that. I don't know, I really like essays, even though I mostly do creative writing. An essay once in a while for school is really fun.
So what kinds of things inspire you right now?
I'm mostly inspired by the people I know and the situations that I've been in my life, and also sometimes I'll just hear someone say a random phrase and I'll latch onto that thinking, oh, that would make a good line or like a good character. And I look a lot at relationships between other people and like how they can be affected by different situations.
Tell me about the play that you're writing about right now. What is it about?
Well, the play that I'm writing right now is sort of a fantasy, and it's four girls who are transported into an alternate universe by a mysterious force, and throughout the play, they fight the force and uncover its secrets and its motivations, but they also learn about themselves and each other, and it's a fantasy adventure, but really at the heart of it is four girls who are rediscovering themselves and healing their relationships because they've had some rough times with each other.
Where did you get the idea from?
Well, at the heart of the story, it's a sister story, and I love my sister, and I've always wanted to write a really powerful sister story, and I've never even had sisters play a major part in any play I've written, so this was my sister story. And I've also never written fantasy before, and that's been really challenging but really interesting.
What's challenging or interesting about it?
Well, I've really struggled with creating a world, this fantasy world, because I have no problem creating within the real world a community or a place for my characters to live, but then fantasy, there are just no rules at all, and I had to figure everything out, and I'm still figuring it out. The world is rather a mess, but it was really fun to create the mysterious force that the girls have to fight, and that was amazing because I could just make it whatever I wanted, and then I don't know.
Gotcha. And ninth grade, just starting high school, but what are your plans or hopes for the future? Like, what do you see yourself doing or pursuing, or what are some things you'd like to do when you're all done with school?
Well, I guess I'd like to go to college for probably some kind of writing, and I also am really very interested in language and Spanish, especially. I really like to look at the connections between different languages and how words were formed. So I might study language. I don't know.
Cool. What has it been like working with Marcus?
It's been amazing. He is wonderful. He's just rocketed to fame since I met him, which is amazing. He's had so many plays put on, and I'm so happy for him. But he's given me so much great advice, and especially when I was just starting out, and I had no faith in my play. I was like, what am I doing? Writing fantasy? I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't like it. But he told me, that I should just write what I want to write and write from the heart. And he gave me a lot of really great advice. He's amazing.
What's your favorite piece of advice Marcus has given you?
He told me that I really needed to embellish my world that I had put my characters in, and I didn't listen to him at the time. I was just thinking that I just had to get this play on paper and I would worry about the world later, but now I see it's all coming together and I really should have worried about that a little bit more and dealt with it at first, but now I'm looking back on what he told me and I see what he's talking about.
What plays have you seen or read by Marcus?
I've only seen one, and I think it was called Dance of the Holy Ghost,
Mm-hmm.
and it was amazing. I really loved it. It was just, I loved the way he went back and forth in time in his play, and the family that his play was about. I write a lot about family or close relationships between friends, and I really enjoyed seeing what he did. And I also liked the set that he had for the play, which was very interesting because I don't think a lot about set designs. When I imagine my plays, I just imagine them on this very bare space with, I don't know, whatever chair or table that they need, but the more creative elements outside of writing I could really see in his play.
Cool. So, what are some other things that you've learned from Marcus?
Well, one of the early things that he told me was he gave me a writing exercise that was just about writing what I want to write. Because I think at that point I felt like I was trying to write something impressive and write something that was just kind of crazily confusing and supposedly deep or something, but he told me just write what you want and write from the heart, and that's what I've been trying to do.
Great. That's awesome. So Marcus has been mentoring you as a writer. We hope that you'll pay it forward as a mentor to other writers. Like in the next year or two, what would your ideal situation be for mentoring other writers? Where's a situation where you can see yourself as a mentor?
Well, right now, actually, in my school, we have Young Playwrights is coming to my class, and a lot of my friends look to me for writing advice, which is kind of strange because they all know that I write, but now here they are with their plays, and I feel like I could have a lot to offer in the classroom, but then also my younger sister likes to write, and I would like to be a mentor to her. And I also, this summer, I'm going to volunteer at a writing workshop sort of called Spells, where I used to go when I was younger, and I'm going to do a playwriting workshop with them over the summer, which I really would love to do more things like that with younger kids who are just starting out.